I know. It's been a very long time since I last did a racket review, and I know you guys like those videos. I'm so sorry for the delay, but today I've got a banger for you. We have the Victor. Well, that was a fail. We have the Victor Jetspeed S12 review. Let's get it! Thank you so much to Long Tang for sponsoring this video once again. They're an authorized badminton dealer in Hong Kong that sells genuine products at a much lower price than basically any other place. They ship internationally, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. They have basically every single brand in badminton, so if you can't find anything on their website, just simply email them and they'll most probably have it. Their website is www.lt328.com, so go check them out. So, you guys might know that I mainly review Yonex stuff because that's my favourite brand. The rackets are really good, but I decided to review Victor this time because you guys have been requesting it. This racket doesn't actually come with a case, so Long Tang just gave me like a Victor cloth case to go with it. This racket is 67.5 centimeters long. This is the 4U G5 edition. The recommended string tension of this racket is below 29 pounds of tension. The racket head is made from high resilient modulus graphite, hardcore technology. It also has TERS. TERS basically stands for Twin Epoxy Resin System. This 6.8 shaft by Victor consists of pyrophil and also the high resilient modulus graphite also found in the head. The Twin Epoxy Resin System helps to make the racket stiffer and more dense to give you like a solid punch and power. The material is imported from the US and it has like an aerospace grade, as said by Victor. The hardcore technology is just like a reinforcement to the TERS. It basically makes the racket more compact and dense inside to give it more like a solid feel. Pyrophil is a material sourced from Japan. It helps to give the racket control and it helps to also like let the racket like return to its original shape after you hit the shuttle quicker. Victor also stresses something called the 7/6 grommet pattern construction. So basically they're talking about having like only one single string on the grommet to reduce friction and therefore extending the string life as well. But I think that's just kind of a gimmick, and most rackets these days have like single grommets, so it's not that big of a deal. So you know on the Dura Z Strike and other Dura rackets, they have a dual optimum system. One side is box head side and one side is aerodynamic framed, which means that you can get like a forehand hit and also a backhand hit, you know, to increase speed and power generally. With this racket, they have very sharp tops and bottoms, but in the middle it kind of rounds off. So it's like Victor's own technology and it's supposed to create like aerodynamicness, and it actually works very well. The middle of the thing is supposed to be round, so it holds the shape better and flexes a bit, while the top cuts through the air and whips the racket through. This Jetspeed S12 is such a good racket. Literally, when I first used it, it surprised me so much. It's so all-rounded, everything was really consistent. So you can use this for both singles and doubles, but to be honest, I would mainly recommend this for doubles because of its quick agility. This racket is made in Taiwan, it says it's on the shaft, so most high-end Yonex rackets are actually produced in Japan, and the lower-end Yonex rackets are produced in China or Taiwan. Famous players like Lee Yong-dae and Son Wan-ho use Victor. Clears with this racket is absolutely effortless. Power is just elicited naturally and accuracy is just phenomenal. Drop shots feel very, very controlled. You can connect with the shuttle well and then bring it down nicely. Net shots just feel average. You can do some quite nice like spin ones. Cross nets are quite nice. Backhand is amazing with this. Like literally, you can control it so well and literally develop so much power in very, very short time. So you don't have to do some long stroke for backhand. You can literally pop it and it will go bang. This racket is so good that it doesn't really have like a special attribute like some other rackets. For example, the Lindan Force, I might say, oh, it has a very, very amazing smash. That's a particular attribute. But because this racket is so good, everything seems to be on fire, you know? It's very quick, it's got power. Smashes with this is very quick. You can get very fast power smashes in very, very short time, so all you need to do is pop it, bang, and it goes down. Drives with this is really good, you know? You could just rush the opponent, it just outpace them. Defense, therefore, is also very good. You can defend very easily. I haven't been doing many like singles defense with this racket, but I have done a little and it did fine. I mainly did doubles defense and it was absolutely effortless. Like, you know these trick shots like this, when you go around your back? This racket just makes it very easy because it's so agile and you can just reach the shuttle easy. Deceptive shots like the brush and also the slice is also quite decent, but there's nothing special about this. I would say like the Vulture Z Force 2 can do that better. The frame of this racket isn't like particularly small. It's just an average size, so people won't have like a learning curve like the Vulture Z Force 2 when they first use it. The Vulture Z Force 2 has a much smaller frame than most rackets, and people find that they might hit the side if they're not very experienced. The colorway on this thing is like a greenish yellow. It has some greys in there, a bit of blue, and it's generally like a matte finish, which means that it will have like decent durability. Glossy finishes tend to last a little less because it can chip easily. On this racket, I just don't think the color combination works very well. It kind of looks really ugly. The shaft is actually quite thin, but it's not anything extraordinary. Most new rackets nowadays have very thin shafts and like good stiffness generally in the high ends. When you first use this racket, you might think it's even balanced because it's very, very agile, but slowly, when you use it even more, you'll realize it's actually a head heavy, like a slight head heavy. And the reason you know that is because it's got that punchy power and smashes just are so clean, literally. If it's completely even like the Arc Saber 11 or the Arc Saber 10, then you'll know that your smashes won't have that punchy feeling. It's more of like a whip through, and yeah, you'll know that the Arc Saber is a tiny bit more agile than this thing. But to be honest, like Victor did an amazing job for a head heavy racket. Plastic shuttle hits with this racket is really, really good. You can get power and control at the same time. It's good for doubles play generally. So if you're at a normal club that normally plays doubles, then you'll love this racket. It's very perfect for you. Feather shots with this racket is absolutely phenomenal. It's obviously better than plastics because like, who likes plastics, you know? You only play with plastics when you're kind of like forced to. Every shot with this racket feels so crisp. It is absolutely phenomenal. And if I were to tell you like some recommendations for stringings, I would tell you to slightly string at a higher tension than normal because this racket is very fast. You can get a lot of power from it. So going up for like a higher tension will simply give you more control. And just like other head heavy rackets like the Vulture Z Force 2 and the Lindan Force, I would also say to string your racket at a high tension because the more head heavy it is, the more momentum and power you'll get from the shot, the softer your strings will feel. So you need to string it tighter to make up for that thing. And if your rackets are slightly like more even, then you need to string it at like a lower tension than head heavy rackets. But if you want me to do another video on like the optimum stringing tensions for beginners, intermediates and advanced players, and different types of rackets and different types of racket brands. Also, if you want me to do a comparison between Victor's AERO sword system and Yonex dual Optimum system. Simply get this video to 200 likes. But anyways, thank you so much for the support. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and tell friends about my channel. Bye bye!